Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and in this video we are going to make an amazing breakfast sauce slash dessert topping slash fruit topping slash pudding slash fat bomb. I mean, this thing is that versatile. I had originally shot this video back in September of last year. It was at the request of a particular nut butter company that had asked me to create a special video or recipe using their nut butter. And I did, and it was really good. But then I looked at the cost of the nut butter and realized that I couldn't release this video in good conscience because I would be asking you to spend $15 on nut butter for one recipe. But I really wanted to share this recipe with you. So a couple weeks ago, I made my own coconut macadamia cashew nut butter that I really love and have been pimping kind of hard, I guess, in the last couple videos. I'll do it again, it's right up there. But back in September, when I was getting ready to make some sort of a recipe, I asked my viewers, do you have any sort of a recipe challenge for me? The best idea came from the viewer Cut Tooth's Room. And with that, I'll let old Steve from a couple months ago take over. But first, one little gadget that I'm going to be using in this video that I highly recommend if you're ever doing any sort of measuring of nut butters or other sticky type things or gooey things or like mayonnaise as well. One of these variable measuring cups. So I will include the link to that down in the description. So now we'll go back to September and pick up with me talking about the suggestion that I got for this sauce. The most interesting suggestion that I got was that I should try and create a copy of the macadamia sauce that is used on pancakes and waffles at Boots and Kimo's restaurant in Hawaii. Now, I've never tasted this stuff. All I had was a picture and sort of a description. But what I came up with was pretty tasty. And the cool thing is, it's really kind of multifunctional. Not only can you put it on pancakes or waffles or chaffles, you can put it on fresh fruit, berries. I've also frozen this recipe into cubes as fat bombs. So I tell you what, let's get to making it. We'll start with 1 can of unsweetened coconut milk. That's 13.66 fluid ounces or 403 milliliters for those of you not in the States. I'm using a 1-quart saucepan and I'm going to bring the heat up to low. And I'm going to whisk the coconut milk until it's all combined and consistent in texture. Then I'm going to add my macadamia cashew coconut butter. You can use whatever nut butter you want, but I find this works out just fabulously. We will whisk this together until it is completely combined. And that should take less than a minute. Then add a 1/4 cup of sweetener. I'm using the Lakanto, monk fruit, and erythritol blend. Whisk together. Then we're going to bring the heat up to medium-low and add 1/8 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon, and whisk. Continue whisking over medium-low heat until it starts to really steam, but not quite bubble yet. Then we're going to add 2 egg yolks at room temperature. Now, before we do that, we're going to temper them, because what we don't want to do is throw in eggs and have them cook immediately and have a couple of yolks floating around in our sauce. So we need to bring these yolks up to the same temperature as our sauce through tempering. So we grab a little bit of sauce, mix it in with our yolk. A little bit of sauce, in with the yolk. I'll usually do between 6 and 8 spoonfuls. And at this point, my eggs are ready to be whisked in or stirred in to my sauce. All right, it is up to temp. It's starting to bubble. I turn off the heat. And then, while the sauce is off the heat but still warm, we're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of liquid stevia. I really like the vanilla cream for this recipe. And that's it. The whole sauce took less than 5 minutes on an induction burner. Spoon it over your breakfast. Waffles, chaffles, berries. Throw on a few raspberries. And a sprinkle of chopped macadamia nuts. And my standard size bite. It's just got such a rich, coconutty, macadamia nutty flavor. This is some really, really great stuff. You would think based on the richness of it and the macadamia nuts and the coconut, it would be heavier, but it isn't. It's surprisingly light. And on strawberries, wow. It's got sort of that custardy type of flavor from the egg yolks. This is some good stuff right here. And you can freeze it in a silicone mold and make little ice cream desserts or fat bombs. Good stuff. All right, Jaden, give it a try. Well, they say I take big bites in my videos.
That's so good.
We interrupt this video because I have found 2 other great uses for this sauce. First, the stuff stands up great once you refrigerate it. It's almost like a pudding and can be scooped right out into a bowl. And I'm going to grate a little 90% dark chocolate onto that. Snap a pic for Instagram. Oh man, I just love the texture on this stuff. It is so rich yet so light. Also, the other day I made a pound cake based on a recipe submission from one of my Instagram followers, and I don't know if I made it wrong or if it wasn't a good recipe, but it really tasted kind of unspectacular. Now, I've put some of the sauce on top of it. Let's see if that brings it back to life. Wow. I think I can bake this again, and I'm going to add my actual sauce. I think that's the sort of moisture and fattiness this is missing. And then, of course, come here. All right. You're meowing. Now you're famous. Say hello to YouTube. Now let me finish. So I think that was maybe what this is missing. So we're going to try this pound cake again, this time with some of my sauce baked into it, and see how that turns out in another video. Now, back to other me. So I encourage you to give this sauce a try. It is remarkably easy to make. It comes together super quick. Whether you're doing some variation of low carb or not, this is a great sauce. And people are going to think you are just a culinary wizard for pulling something like this together. Little will they know how easy it was. That's going to be it for this video because I've got some breakfast to eat. Thanks for watching.